Nestled amidst emerald hills and sparkling streams lay the village of Bonrung. The air was sweet with the scent of wildflowers. Laughter echoed through the valley. It was here that Tabuanliu Gangmei was born. Her laughter was as bright as the morning sun. Her eyes sparkled with intelligence. Even as a child, Tabuanliu possessed a rare wisdom. She understood the language of birds. She knew the secrets hidden within the forest. Villagers sought her counsel. They admired her kindness. Tabuanliu grew into a woman as lovely as the wild orchids that adorned her hair. But her beauty was only a small part of her allure. It was her spirit, her unwavering courage, and her compassion that truly set her apart. Tabuanliu was more than just a beautiful face. She was the heart and hope of Bonrung. Word of Tabuanliu's qualities spread far and wide. She was known for her fairness in settling disputes. Her knowledge of herbal remedies brought healing to the sick. People traveled from distant villages to seek her wisdom. One day, a fearsome tiger began terrorizing the region. Villagers were afraid to leave their homes. Hunters refused to enter the forest. Tabuanliu, however, felt a surge of compassion for both the villagers and the tiger. She ventured into the forest alone, unarmed and unafraid. She found the tiger, wounded and trapped. With great care, she freed the animal. The tiger, sensing her pure heart, licked her hand in gratitude before disappearing into the woods. This act of bravery cemented Tabuanliu's place as a legend. She was a woman who spoke to both the wind and the wild. The king, captivated by tales of Tabuanliu's beauty, wisdom and courage, sought her hand in marriage. He sent his finest emissaries to Bonrung. They carried gifts of gold and precious jewels, but Tabuanliu was not swayed by wealth or titles. She had one condition for the king. She would only agree to be his queen if he promised to unite the warring tribes of their land. Tabuanliu yearned for peace. She believed that her marriage could be the bridge between the divided people. The king, deeply impressed by her wisdom and compassion, agreed to her terms. He saw in Tabuanliu a chance for a brighter future for his kingdom, a future free from conflict and bloodshed. The wedding was a grand celebration. It lasted for 7 days and 7 nights. People from all tribes were invited. They feasted under the open sky. They danced to the rhythm of drums. The king, adorned in shimmering robes, looked upon Tabuanliu with pride. Tabuanliu, resplendent in her traditional attire, radiated grace and kindness. True to her word, she encouraged the king to make peace with his enemies. She traveled with him across the kingdom. She spoke to the tribal leaders. Slowly, the walls of hatred began to crumble. The tribes, inspired by Tabuanliu's sincerity and the king's genuine desire for peace, laid down their arms. Tabuanliu's dream was becoming a reality. The kingdom was finally united. The king's first wife, however, grew resentful of Tabuanliu's influence. She saw how the people loved her. She felt her own power diminishing. Consumed by jealousy, she began to plot against Tabuanliu. The first queen, a master of deceit, began spreading lies. She whispered falsehoods about Tabuanliu to the king. She accused Tabuanliu of wanting to usurp the throne. She even claimed that Tabuanliu was using dark magic to control the king. The king, blinded by the first queen's venomous words, started to doubt Tabuanliu. He began to distance himself from her. Tabuanliu, unaware of the web of lies spun around her, was heartbroken by the king's sudden change of heart. The first queen, seeing her opportunity, devised a wicked plan. She accused Tabuanliu's brother of stealing the royal seal. She planted the seal among his belongings. When the guards discovered it, the king was furious. One evening, as Tabuanliu drew water from the royal well, the first queen confronted her. With a triumphant smirk, she revealed her treacherous act. Tabuanliu, horrified, pleaded with the king to see the truth. The king, blinded by the false evidence and poisoned by the first queen's lies, refused to listen. He banished Tabuanliu's brother from the kingdom. Tabuanliu, devastated by this grave injustice, knew she had to leave. That very night, as the moon cast long shadows, Tabuanliu decided to return to her people. As she walked towards the edge of the forest, a familiar roar echoed through the stillness. It was the tiger, the one she had saved years ago. The tiger, sensing her sorrow, bowed low. Tabuanliu climbed onto its back. With a powerful leap, The tiger carried her away from the palace across the rushing waters of the Bar River, leaving behind the treachery and heartbreak. The king, waking up to an empty palace, finally saw the truth in Tabuanliu's words. He realized the extent of the first queen's deceit, but it was too late. His beloved Tabuanliu was gone. The king, consumed by remorse, searched for Tabuanliu everywhere. He sent his men to every corner of the kingdom, but Tabuanliu was never seen again. Some say she found refuge in the heart of the forest, living in harmony with nature. The king, forever haunted by his actions, dedicated his life to fulfilling Tabuanliu's dream of peace. He ruled justly and wisely, always remembering the woman who had shown him the true meaning of unity and love. He declared the tiger a sacred animal, a symbol of Tabuanliu's courage and compassion. He forbade the hunting of tigers in his kingdom. The legend of Tabuanliu Gangmei was passed down through generations. Even today, the Gonnet clan, descendants of Tabuanliu's brother, hold the tiger in high regard. They believe that the tiger is their protector, a symbol of their ancestors' bravery and connection to the natural world. The story of Tabuanliu Gangmei serves as a reminder that true beauty lies not just in appearance but also in courage, wisdom, and a heart filled with kindness. Her tale echoes in the rustling leaves of the forest and the roar of the tiger, a timeless legend that continues to inspire generations. The tiger, once feared, now represents the enduring spirit of Tabuanliu Gangmei, the queen who chose peace over power and whose legacy lives on in the heart of her people.